Happy New Year. I think this is my first celeb reads of the new year. I hope everyone is doing amazing. Okay. If you have not checked out those high vibrational channels on, what are you doing? This channel is only for people that want to elevate. Okay? So make sure you check out those high vibrational channels, powerful finances, all around manifesting. Okay? So make sure you check out those channels, guys. Personal reading slots are open. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you have donated to the channel, I super duper appreciate it. I'm so grateful. The Zelle and Cash App, if you would like to donate to your girl, is in the description box as well. So, manifesting a web reads I would say has been really intense because there's so much energy that is happening right now in the collective, in the world. There's a lot of things that are going on, and I also feel like 2025 will be the year of a lot of truth. And if we thought 2024 was exposing and all encompassing, we need to get ready for 2025 because it's only going to be an even more intense ride. And I hope everyone is having an amazing start off to their new year. I'm going to start this off with 6-9. Okay. When and where were you when you last heard of 6-9? Like, literally, it's been a really, really long time. And I just randomly thought about him. And as I'm trying to put new, people in the celebrities, people I haven't done before. And 6-9 is definitely one of those people I've never read. I've never felt the need to read him because I've just always looked at him like, literally, you guys. To be completely honest, getting a thumbnail picture for 6-9 was kind of hard because in all the pictures, I was like, is there a picture where he looks decent? Like, all the pictures, he was looking crazy, his mouth open, he's screaming, or his face don't look good. I'm like, I'm trying to get a picture of you that actually looks kind of decent, sir, for this thumbnail. And he has a very immature energy to him, so I guess I was just immediately turned off to 6-9's energy, just period. But I remember at one point, when I used to go to the bars a lot, at one point they were always playing him and people actually knew the words. He had, to me, like one of the strangest come ups in rap. If you really like rap, I grew up listening to rap. I grew up knowing a lot of different rappers. If you really grew up in that lane and you like the genre, you keep up with rap and what goes on in it. 6-9 had like a really weird come up. It was like all of a sudden you turn around, it's a rainbow dude in your face, and he was everywhere. Okay, if you remember 6-9, you almost couldn't escape him, especially if you were on social media. Even if you like didn't want to see him or block this page, he would still somehow pop up. And I think it's absolutely insane that we don't see him anymore. But I also feel like 6-9 was someone who was also brought on as a very intricate puppet for the industry and also for a certain agenda as well. Oh, I just remembered he did go to jail. I was like, in my brain, I was like, did 6-9 go to jail? He did go to jail. Hold on, let me put this over here. I'm going to sit down and pull some cards. I want to get another deck out. But as far as I know, 6-9 is incarcerated, and he's been in and out of different jails for, I'm gonna say, like maybe even the past like 4 years since he came out in the industry. 6-9 pissed somebody off. That's what I'm getting psychically. 6-9 has made somebody really, really mad. Somebody with power. I don't know why I'm getting government, FBI agent. You know how they said 6ix9ine was an undercover FBI agent? Honestly, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that 6ix9ine worked with the FBI to incarcerate certain gang members as a cover. Because when I tap into 6ix9ine, his energy doesn't give gangster. His energy gives like, I don't want to say sissy, but that's crazy that that's the word that I'm feeling the strongest, but he's a pansy. Like, he's not a gangster for real. He's not in the streets for real. That's not who he is. That was something that was given to 6ix9ine so he can infiltrate a group, so certain things that have been investigated for years can finally be closed. Okay, when the FBI wants somebody, when the federal government wants somebody, doesn't matter if it's here, doesn't matter if it's South America, India, China, it doesn't matter. Europe, it doesn't matter. When the federal government wants somebody, they're going to put in time and resources and even spies to, yeah, it's, you want to know what it's giving? 6ix9ine is giving spy. He already did his job. And this is really, really funny because when I get these kinds of downloads, I'm like, ooh, should I say this on YouTube? But at the end of the day, Spirit is telling me when we see these celebrities say, oh, they're going to jail, they're going to prison, you guys, a lot of them don't go to jail. They don't go to prison. They go into some kind of hiding, and then there's some kind of like energy work done on them. For some of them, they actually go to jail and prison. You know, let's not be facetious here. But for some of them, instead of going to jail or prison, they actually undergo almost like a MK Ultra kind of thing, like a mind control. Almost like a government set up prison or something like that. I'm going to pull some cards because I'm actually getting a lot more psychic energy off of 6ix9ine than I ever thought I would. I didn't think I'd get this much psychic energy off of him. I do feel like he has been involved in some sort of like Santeria or voodoo ritual, like right off the bat. I felt that immediately that he's been involved in a couple of them, not just one. I feel like he's scared too. Like he's scared of the government, like a guinea pig, like he's their slave or something. It's a very weird energy. Give me a second. I'm gonna drink some margarita. Actually, I have margarita in my cup, period. Yep, that's it. Five of Swords. Yeah. The reason why 6ix9ine is going through all this is because he's at odds with someone. Someone that has a lot of power, a big name. 6ix9ine didn't want to do something for a certain person that has a lot of power no more. Is 6ix9ine a Scorpio? He's giving Scorpio. Very rebellious. That's also why we don't see 6ix9ine no more, because he's a lot against the industry. And that's why they put him in certain positions to. It's a mix in between mental issues he's been dealing with his whole life, but also dealing with the industry and the faces behind the industry. There's something very creepy here in his reading. Like, if we really knew who was behind the industry, we would be freaked out. Like, the public would be freaked out if we knew how dark the industry actually was with this death. And 6ix9ine even feels like the industry's trying to kill him. Like, they're trying to have him be another sacrifice. Because there's something also here about energy harvesting, which, the media is very big on harvesting people's energy and setting up things and using the emotion behind it. You know what's coming out in this reading? He is very scared that they're going to make him the next sacrifice. Like, he's actually very terrified. That's why I was getting that energy of like scary cat, because I'll say he feels like he bit off more than he could chew. Because with the Six of Swords, he wants to leave the industry, and that's why all of the downfall started happening, the arresting and certain stories and certain things that were going on in his life. They started happening because he wanted to leave the industry. He was tired of being the puppet. He was tired of being the clown. You know how they, I mean, look at him, rainbow, everything, the damn 6ix9ine all over his body. He looks insane, and he was tired. He was tired of being the joke of the rap scene. I feel like he wanted to try to take it seriously, but that's not what the agreement was. Whatever agreement he signed, he binded himself to, because I'm also getting that energy as well, like binding, energetic binding, spiritual binding. He's heavily regretting doing anything for fame, is what I'll say as well. I wouldn't be shocked if we hear some more bad news about him or around him. Hopefully not his death, but with this death card coming out, it's almost like he can feel like this dark energy and this death card is following him. And you see how these people in this death card are like petrified? You see, it's like the priest back there has his mouth open. I'm telling you, like, I don't know what kind of spiritual work he did, or I feel like there was also spiritual work done on him in this death card. He really pissed somebody off, and this whoever this person was, I hate to say stuff like this as a psychic, but when it comes down to like dark work, black magic and stuff like that, this person, they've been doing it for a while. I don't know who he pissed off, but he pissed off someone that is out for blood. And he can feel it. Child. Next. All right. Bacalis. Hey, girl. Okay. I'm not even going to use that deck I just used with 6ix9ine, because I feel... I'm sorry, y'all. My sound is still on. I don't know why my sound is on. Oh, I turned it off. But I feel kind of like weird after reading 6ix9ine. I definitely got to do like do an egg limpia on some after this. But speaking of cleansing yourself after being in places or experiencing things, I live in Miami, you guys. And guess who was just in Miami for New Year's Eve performing? Cardi. And I have a homegirl who went to the show. Someone had an extra ticket, so she just decided to, go ahead, go out, look cute, New Year's Eve, I would go to a Cardi B show. Like, y'all be coming over here trying to act like I hate Cardi. I don't hate Cardi. I just don't like the way she acts. I actually want her to be a better musician. Like, I want her to evolve in the industry and as a person and as an artist. That's why I get so frustrated with her, because she gets in her own way sometimes. But my homegirl, she's spiritually sensitive, and she was like, she called me kind of late too. It was crazy, but I was still up. I was honestly, on New Year's Eve this year, I was chilling watching fireworks. I was just sitting up sipping, you know what I mean, just like, being grateful that I made it into another year. And she called me, and I was like, hey girl, you okay? Like, what's going on? It's late. And she was like, girl, I have to tell you this. I was like, what happened? She's like, I went and saw Cardi B in the club tonight for New Year's. Someone had an extra ticket, and I went ahead and went. And I was like, yeah, what's up? She was like, girl, she was like, I could feel the evil around Cardi. She literally told me, she was like, I felt like my skin was crawling. She was like, I've been around people and felt weird energy, you know, and so have I. But she was like, girl, I've never felt like that, like at all in my life. She's like, I don't know if this woman's like whole entire career is about to end, or if her whole like life is about to go into shambles, or the industry is about to use her in a humiliation ritual or something. But my friend was like, the performance was bad. She's like, and on top of the performance being bad, I felt the worst energy I've felt around a person in a long time. She literally said, I nearly felt sick when Cardi B came on the stage. And she was telling me, like, in her third eye, she was like, I felt like she was like, she wanted to shapeshift, or she wanted to change into something that's not human. And a few years ago, before Takeoff was murdered, I had a very intense vision with headaches for about 2 weeks. And at the end of the 2 weeks, I had a vision of Cardi B transforming into a lizard. So the fact that, you know, she told me this, it was just a lot of confirmation on things that I've experienced with Cardi, and the fact that I've always felt like Cardi B would have to repent one day, or she would really have to give her life over to Christ, and she would really have to cleanse herself, because I feel like Cardi has a lot of generational spirits and curses around her that come from both her mother and her father. And my homegirl was just like, yeah, I don't know what's about to happen around Cardi or something, but she's like, I feel like it's going to be something crazy. My homegirl was like, I had to go home and take a whole spiritual bath and pray the Psalms. She was like, I have not felt that way around a person in a very, very, very long time. And she also, sorry, my voice is going out because this is a lot of like downloads. Sorry. I'm gonna pull some cards in a minute, but you know, I wanted to tell you guys a story, the cheese man, because it's like my homegirl is sharp. You know, she's intelligent. You know, kind of psychic that I trust because she uses her energy in a very profound way. She's very God conscious. You know, there's a lot of psychics. I believe like she's like, I had to like banish an energy away after I saw Cardi B in person. She's like, I felt like a spirit was following me home that night. And she said she felt like there were so many spirits around Cardi B, like very dark ones, like very demented ones. And she was like, I actually felt a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. She was like, that's why I called you or whatever. And she was like, can you pray with me? I was like, yeah, of course. And she's like, can you pray for me? And I was like, absolutely. You know, the power of prayer, the power of opening your mouth and asking for protection and banishing and casting out and binding evil spirits is very real. You know, you can open up your mouth and you can cast out anything negative that's been bothering you. And so I helped her with that, because when I tell y'all, the spiritual realm is very, very real. And there are some people in this world that believe in the darkness more than the light. And she said, I just feel like Cardi B believes more in the darkness than she does the light. And I was like, I understand. I believe that. And we even got to the point where we like felt like we even felt bad for Cardi. And I even said that in some readings. I feel kind of bad for her because I feel like she kind of stood no chance with like generational curses and spirits that are in both sides of her family. All right, I didn't mean to hit that, but I'm gonna pull a few cards on Cardi, not too much. Wow, 3 of Swords when I split the deck. Oh my gosh. She's heartbroken. Why did I just hear that sound like someone sniffling? Like, you know, when you cry and you like, and you start sniffling? That's the sound I just heard. Wow, Cardi B is not in a good place at all, you guys. She is not in a good. Two of Cups. Wow, this is sad. I almost don't even want to pull any more cards for Cardi, including the story I just told. Behind the scenes, this woman cries a lot. I almost want to say pray for Cardi. Like, I feel like she's so broken, and she's been broken for a long time. And I even feel this sense of frustration with her, where it's like she views love in a way that it's supposed to save her. And she's so broken that her viewing love this way has only led to her being brokenhearted time and time and time again because of her choices when it comes to love. So I feel like what Spirit is saying in this reading is that Cardi just needs to make better choices about loving herself. You know, you can love somebody every day. Your cousin, your mama, your brother, your husband, your girlfriend, your wife, your coworker. You can love somebody down all day long. But if you're not loving yourself, that's always going to manifest in some sort of way. And I feel like there's even like something physical going on with Cardi. You know, Cardi has had a lot of surgery. So I do feel like there's even physical things that are with her now. And to be honest, Cardi has been clubbing a lot lately. A lot. And one of the most recent ones, she had a straw in a big Hennessy bottle and she finished it. So she's really been going through it and she needs to watch out for her health. If she wants any kind of career, like with the Three of Swords, this woman needs a cleanse. She needs a cleanse so bad, it's not even a joke. Like my homegirl calling me and telling me this, I'm gonna call her and tell her that I did a reading on Cardi's energy. So much sadness in this reading, like so much sadness and regret and anger. Seven of Wands in the back of the deck, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Tower. Yeah, Cardi's definitely going through financial issues behind the scenes. The money's running out. Things aren't rolling like they used to. The music isn't going like how it used to. The numbers, the stats, whatever it is Cardi was focused on, it's not going how it used to. And she's having a very deep realization about that. And I wouldn't be shocked if she is trying to get a collaboration with somebody. I wouldn't be, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting like Glorilla, but I'm also getting Sexy Red. I'm also getting like pop music as well. I feel like Cardi B is disappointed in herself that she hasn't put out an album yet. I feel like she's disappointed that she goes and she performs these super old songs. Because the one thing my homegirl said while watching Cardi B, she was like, I felt like she was bored. Like, you know, when you really perform and you really put it on in front of people, you have sharp movements, your words are sharp, you're loud, your diction is clear. She's like, Cardi B didn't even seem to even want to like engage with us as well as her feeling a very negative, dark, like she said she felt a heaviness in the room when Cardi B got on stage. Like her heart felt the heaviness as well. Like very intense, dark energy around Cardi B. I'm not gonna pull any more cards because I think the energy within itself is it's very chaotic. So next. Oh my goodness. The water. In fact, oh my gosh, who is this? Yeah, okay, it stopped. Sorry, guys. Somebody was calling me. I'm gonna have to call her back in a little bit. But before we move on to the next one, keeping it real, keeping it a buck, I'm gonna take a hit of this J because wow, reading 6ix9ine and Cardi B was heavier than I thought it was gonna be. All right, why are all the girls pregnant? Okay, I'm just gonna pull a few cards. Like I don't even want to pull any psychic energy because I'm very wary of the new wave of rappers. I sound like a fucking old person, but I'm not old. I just like music to sound a certain kind of way. But I do think it is interesting that they all got pregnant at once. Especially Koi. And Flo Millie surprised me the most because I feel like she's making good headway. I think Flo Millie looks beautiful, pregnant. I think she looks so cute. Some people just I am hitting a joint if you're wondering, but I'm about to take one more hit and pull some cards. Damn, the wind was so strong, it just closed the damn door. Florida, we are getting a cold front from all the other areas. So, very telling. All right, let's start with Cali. You know, it's like I tried to like Cali, but when I realized all her songs were her kind of like whispering on the beat, I kind of got fucking irritated. I'm like, Cali, rap. Like, why are you trying to sound like you want to like lick me? Like, I get it, sex appeal. I understand. But that's why with Cali, I was like, all right, girl, I wish you the best, but I don't really like her music that much. But I will say she did get herself a nice baller, a nice cute. Her NFL man is super duper cute, and I'll just say that none of these girls are married. And I'm not trying to sound old fashioned like someone's grandma or someone's anything, but I just feel like, and on paper and by law, you know, marriage protects you a little bit when not a little bit, but it protects you from just being a baby mama and you get more stipulations and you it's more of a security. And I find it kind of crazy how there's a lot of people that's not necessarily going through with that security. And like I said, I don't mean to sound old fashioned, but it's just none of these girls are married. And at least to like be engaged. And it is important to put things on paper, you guys, especially children. That's why there's so many people walking around in the world messed up right now because their mom and dad made certain mistakes. I'm not saying people break up because they're not married. There are people that don't get married for decades. But let's say you're a partner of 10 years, you haven't been married, they pass away. I just want to pass this knowledge on, because this is why the gays fought so hard for marriage, and why I'm shocked that a lot more people are. You guys were not married, so guess what can happen? Their family can come in and seize the land, the house, the money. They can seize anything that they want to because you were not married. You were not on paper by law with this person. The government does not recognize it. Therefore, the government paperwork that goes on the deed, everything will go to the family. And if something happens to you, and if something, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth. So I just find it like, I don't know, I feel like someone's mom right now. I have no kids, but it's just how I feel. Like, I wish they would have gotten more security for themselves. But starting off with Callie, we're going to pull some cards. I'm just going to go through each girl as quick as possible because my phone might die. Root chakra. Okay, that's really interesting. Callie feels like her life is at the most grounded it's ever been. This is good energy for Callie. Callie feels like her whole life is coming full circle. And I will say, with Archangel Michael coming up, Callie has a very deep spiritual side that she doesn't talk about much. And she feels like all of her prayers and all of her wishes have been listened to and manifested. So that's really, really beautiful. Oh my gosh, my phone's on 5%. Okay, hold on. Shit. All right, I have to hurry up. Okay. Beautiful for my girl Callie. Next, let's do Flo Millie. I will say I follow a subliminal channel. Check it out. Kajal Amirai, Cajel. Last part, Amirah. Check out the subliminal channel. So cute. One of the best sub channels. Okay. And she put out this sub, and it was like My Exes Fumbled, and it was a Flo Milli song, and the song was so cute. It's actually catchy. I've been singing it in my head from time to time, and I catch myself doing that. I will say Flo Milli needs to be careful with this. Whoever's her baby daddy, she needs to be careful. Magician in the reverse, child. And envy. I felt like in my spirit that some of these young women, it's kind of like it's giving a trap energy, but especially Flo Milli. People people were saying that her man is broke and he doesn't really do anything. So you also got to be careful with that, because we got the envy card coming out. And when you're in a relationship, friendship, whatever, with someone that envies you, sometimes they'll take it out on you and really, in ways that could really hurt you. And I feel like Flo Milli has experienced that, but for some reason she's let this person slide. That could be Flo Milli's downfall if she's not careful, letting this man do what he wants in the relationship. And I'll just say, Flo Milli, get some stuff in writing. Protect your money. Protect what you've built, because whoever her baby daddy is, he's definitely ties to people that use magic, or he himself uses some form of magic. Because the magician in the mirror in the reverse is not a good card. So Flo Milli, girl, start saying your prayers. You gotta protect yourself, right? Because I've always said, I'm going to do next for Coil Ray, because my phone's about to die, you guys. I got to hurry up. Yeah, I'm telling you, her baby daddy, he knows, like, women that do spiritual work. So Flo Milli need to be careful. Like, covens and organizations I'm picking up. Oh, my God, look at that. Deceit. I didn't even see that. Wow. For Millie girl, you better get up on your discernment. But next, Coyle Ray, last but not least, hurry up before my phone dies. Coyle Ray is actually pregnant by Trippie Redd. And, you know, low-key, it's kind of cute because it's like, spin the block, and then we end up together, and then we get pregnant, like Ashanti and Nelly kind of vibes. I will say Coyle Ray looks so cute with her little belly. But we got anxiety coming out. There's a lot of anxiety in Trippie Redd and Coyle Ray's relationship. Maybe even arguments, because I see her like crying. Okay, this is what's coming out, guys. Rock with me. But it's coming out that Coyle Ray only got back with Trippie Redd because she felt like she needed more notoriety in the industry. And this is, I know it's crazy to say this, you know, but God bless her and her pregnancy, and I hope everything is safe. But it's coming out that Coyle Ray kind of got with Trippie Redd as a industry move. Because there's anxiety here about her decision, who she is, and who Trippie Redd is. There's a lot of like heavy truth. I can't go too deep into it because my phone is about to die. I might do a reading on Coyle Ray or a reading on Patreon because I feel like her getting with Trippie Redd, there's actually a lot of underlying darkness to it. And Trippie Redd is someone I don't listen to because his imagery is very satanic. And it just kind of bothers me. You know, I can't personally stomach it. I do believe he's talented, but, you know, as far as his imagery, and it's very dark-sided, I feel like Coyle Ray has signed up for something she didn't realize she was signing up for when it came to Trippie Redd. I feel like there are genuine feelings there. I'm going to put one more. Ooh, the strategy. I didn't see that. You guys, I'm telling you, like, I feel like Ray feels some kind of karma for some kind of strategy for coming back around Trippie Redd. Why do I feel like she approached him or something like that? Like she came to him. She came on to him. They do have the Carrying Connections card, but envy. I'm telling you. There's something weird in between Trippie Redd and Coyle Ray, or else these cards wouldn't come out like this. Cards don't lie. I feel like they're both sort of envious of each other, but I feel like Coyle Ray, there's some sort of desperation about her career, and that's why she got with Trippie. It's crazy saying that name like that. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm done. This is a lot. Celebrities done put me through enough. Okay, you guys, make sure you check out those high vibrational channels in the description box below. Thank you. Anything else in the description box, make sure you check it out. So much information is down there. Guys, have a safe day, and I love you.